Ahoy gamers and welcome back to Grim Dawn as we continue to play through the story as a cannibalist. This is a mix between an occultist and a necromancer. In this episode we continue to bring our army of minions through the marshes as we make our way to the Burwitch. However, to get to Burwitch we have to go through a underground flooded passage. As we make our way through the passage we take on a few mobs, level up a good number of times, and we fight a mini boss at the very end, being a massive rock golem. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight on in. And we're back in Grim Dawn. As you can see here, we've continued exploring all this area up here. Got a few more upgrades. We've got a new shield. We've got same weapon. We've got a load of health regeneration. We've got health regeneration on this, health regeneration on our belt. I think something else gives us some health regeneration. At the moment, we've got a lot of regenerating health, which is very good. So there's another 4 there. So now level 11. So I haven't put any skill points down, so I can now select my second class. We're going to hold out on second class. I know we're going to go for Necromancer, but we're just going to hold out on that. Let's give ourselves this. Make our enemies slightly weaker. We're going to get ourselves our Hellhound, which is what we've been waiting for. I took the point off of Witchfire because it affects your weapons. We're not using the weapon at the moment. And this could be useful. The sigil on the ground, so we're going to put a point into this as well. Let's see how useful that is. Get a point into our magic weapon. We've got 2 more skill points to put in, so let's put another point into Hellhound, and let's put 2 points into Hellhound. Let's make him slightly stronger, and then we can now assign a Hellhound over here. We can assign a familiar to this one here. We can assign this one to Sigil of Corruption. There's the sigil there, so that should be quite good.
Did you get the
We're going to do this quest here.
Well,
this quest requires us. This request requires us to go into the cellar below the jail. So we're going to make our way down into this trapdoor. That's a really cool image. There you go. Let's summon our doggo. There's our Hellhound. Pretty cool guy. And we're just going to make our way through these tunnels. It's the idea that I will just curse them with this skill, and then I'll drop a sigil on the floor, and then that should. Interesting, my sigil shares the same cooldown as my left click ability. That doesn't seem right. So my main spell. Interesting. So my main spell actually shares now has a full cooldown, which is a bit weird. So we may not, because earlier was able to spam this, now we can't spam it. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's changed. That's fine, I guess. We just keep feebling everyone, and then we put down the odd one of these, and then we can only fire the odd ball here or there. I guess we can just go in and melee them. I'm trying to think what the only change has been. I don't think there's been a change to my character. Might be because I'm now using two one-handed weapons, maybe. I believe there is a hidden wall here. There is. So we're continuing through as our hardcore, self-found veteran character. So we want to put this on. We only really care about health regeneration at the moment. So I'm waiting to use this. Is it because we're using... I'm not particularly sure why we can't use it. Why does this now have a cooldown? Is it because we put this on here? Okay, it requires longer pauses between casts. Okay. We may have to put a point off of that. So I quite like being able to spam it. But our doggo and our bird are quite strong, so I'm not too worried about those. Just want to make sure everything's enfeebled. Enfeeble is my main skill I've got at the moment. Okay. So we may need to put a skill point onto this one then. If we are going to hit them every now and then, maybe worth us actually doing some damage. And I don't know why I'm going up this way. It's definitely not the way we go. Because our new eye skill now is really powerful. Ah, I didn't know I could make that bigger. It's quite good to have a bigger mini-map on this game. And fire one ball, boom, big damage. Then let's drop one of these sigils on the floor. One sigil just there. And one shot, boom, big damage. I like that big damage. Okay, looks like we have to go down there, which is fine by me. And then let our doggo do some damage. So we're probably going to look at doing our necromancy next level. So try and stun these, boom, big damage. And I'm quite enjoying this class actually. Not as chilled out and easy as my previous warden, which obviously perished last episode, but it's pretty chill. Having minions is always fun because I can just relax, let them do all the damage. Obviously, it does mean that we now need more minions now. That is also very good because it gives my pets more damage, which is always nice, especially when I've got a pet build. Right. Oh, I didn't mean to resummon my hellhound. That's fine. I'm expecting some form of boss to be up here. You can take a bomb to your face. And there we go. Ooh, a necklace. Not sure what I need these for. I'm pretty sure there's a quest in the next region in the marshes, which we'll be making our way through the marshes once we've cleared out this area. Should really read my skills before I put points into it. But I quite like this being like an attack every now and then, so I can then actually look at the battle, see what's going on. Right, let's... oh, didn't mean to use it that time. So this sigil isn't as good as I thought it would be. It does do a little bit of damage, just not as much as I'd like it to. It might be useful later on. We're definitely going to level up, that's for sure.
Skill's not ready.
So I kind of have to wait for them to get onto the sigil. Okay, this way. Where's this way go? Okay, keep summoning. Okay, it takes me back to where I came from. Keep summoning my hellhound by accident. Okay, looks like there is another shrine up here. Okay, another necklace. We'll take that. Okay, there is a mini boss just up there on the left. Right. I don't think this mini boss is going to be too difficult. Let's quickly put a level up. So this does increase the meter radius by a little bit, which is good. Let's put a point into this. And points into my hellhound as well. Alright, definitely want to try and keep out of this guy's damage. Okay, both my animals are down. Definitely don't want to open up my inventory or my quests. Okay, got a Sunder debuff on me. Not ideal. Okay, I think my hellhound died there.
Ready.
And let's just keep trying to drop as much damage on this guy as I can. Okay, hellhound and our birdie died very quickly there. We're just dropping sigils on one another. Okay, I just want to keep running away from this guy if I'm going to be honest. Oh, nice. New tome. Let's try and get out of that. Okay, just keep running around in circles. Okay, that does a fair bit of damage. Let's keep... Ooh, may have just seen it there. I went down to about 100 HP. And he's down. Perfect. Shadow's Grasp. So that's probably for assassins. Or some form of assassin. Right, let's have a look what we just got there. Shadow's Grasp. Yeah, it's probably not for us. This. More damage to pets. That's pretty good. Let's get rid of that one. And so I do have this weapon here. I was waiting to use this weapon just because this gives me a load more HP. So we want to go for that. Awesome. Okay, we've got some more points here. Let's put some more points into Spirit. Grab this necklace. Yeah, I think we're probably going to start putting points into Necromancy next. Just for the extra minions. Ruined Shrine. Let's offer one of these up. It's got another devotion point there. And we've got some more items. It's this. Really, I'm just going for more HP. I will lose 40 HP from that one. That's fine. More HP and more health regeneration is what we're really looking for. Let's go for that as well. Okay, looks like we don't have enough. We lose a bit of... Okay, we lose a bit of our cunning. I think it's all our physical. Okay, I think this is now clear. Yes, we can now return back to Barabbas. And we can hand in this quest. Just going to quickly drink some coffee. Here we go. Right, Barabbas. There you are.
Any luck clearing out the...
Nope, that's the wrong button.
Any luck well done.
There we go. Perfect. We can quickly sell our inventory. We can continue on. So we're going to keep hold of this one. We do want to use that. Because it's a load more extra armor. Alright, let's sell all this gear. Not sure. Okay, we need those necklaces. And just like that, no, one the other way around. Perfect. Is there anything... Normally we don't really want to use any of these. I want some form of staff, but I don't think there are staffs in this game. Let us make our way to this area up here. Hopefully we can make our way most of the way through this act now. I'm going to call it an act. I'm not sure how this game works out. I don't know how this game is split up. As per the last episode, we'll get most of the way through the area, and then we'll clear out the main area and any quests we find, and then I'll just do it off camera, clear out any extra areas off camera. So we're going to be making our way straight through the middle. Okay, there is looks like there's a cave up here, a cave of some sort. Oh, there are some enemies there as well. There's some food, so we can take on all these enemies. So I might actually unequip my... So if I head back to town, I might take my points off of this eye skill and reallocate them elsewhere. Because that will then allow me to have more points into this Sigil of Corruption. Oh, this guy wants to talk to me.
Good, you're back. You've proven follow the road.
Okay, where does he want me to go? He wants me to secure the portal in Burwich. Well, we're going to Burwich anyway, so...
I can't do that yet.
Whether we get there today in today's episode, we might not. So I want to take points off here. There we go. Farewell. So now we have a few more points. We can put this into Necromancer. So Necromancer. So that's all default weapon attacks. Okay, we want to put 1 point into here. This is... Okay, this is Drain Essence. So we put a point into there. Put a point into Raised Skeletons. I think we want to make this as strong as possible. But we want to also make this stronger. Mainly because it has a higher radius. And it does obviously convert damage to health. So that should make me slightly tankier. And let's go back to Necromancy. Let's put another point into our Raised Skeletons. And so we want to move this skill onto Drain Essence. Ideally, I'd like my Drain Essence on my... It's a bit annoying I can't put on left click. So I want Drain Essence there. We want to move this to the Curse. And then we want to Hellhound here. And Skeletons here. Can I raise Skeletons anywhere? I can. Awesome. I've 18 seconds skill recharge. Okay, fine. Okay, Okay, annoyingly they don't come up there on my skill bar, but that's fine. Right, let's go, boys. And let's teleport back to our waypoint. We can continue searching. Grab the food. Yum, 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 yum. Right, there is a little cave up here to the top left. So Drain Essence will be my main attack for a while. Then obviously I will drop my Sigil and my Enfeeblement Curse on them. There you go, drop that on them. And just keep sucking up their essence. There we go, easy as that. Right, there is a cave here. Let's go into the cave. Yeah, let's go straight down the cave. We did get a what's it called? We did get a new skill point, not skill point, a devotion point. So if I press S, go to devotion here. So we've got another point here. We've got 1 point available. Where were we? So I think we're making our way here. So you want to make our way here. So we want this Shepherd's Crook because this final one gives loads of extra damage. 50% extra damage to all pets. That's really useful. So we want to make our way all the way around here. Gives me a bit more elemental resistance as well. Hopefully we can survive long enough to be able to use that. And okay, there's a big boy there. Let's see if I can drain his essence. I am draining his essence, just not doing very much. But I will probably put a lot more points into Drain Essence. So I lost a load of skeletons there. There we go, back up. And just like that, job's a good one. So we want to put some more points into any form of regeneration. So we did level up. No, we can't use that one just yet. What does this give us? Loads of health regeneration. I lose a bit more damage and attack speed on our pets, but we keep holding you because you could be quite good in the future. I lose loads of health regeneration. Yeah, okay, that's not ideal. And then drop everything again. Yeah, definitely want to put a point every single time on my Drain Essence. Because I think if I go pure Minion Mancer, we might struggle a little bit on some of our damage and survivability. Drain Essence is actually okay. Drop that down on them again. Although our Sigil there is quite strong. If we continue to level up the Sigil, it's only going to get better. So that might be it. That might be a idea.
Skill's not ready.
You can see that they are dropping quite quickly. Yeah, I think that might be the play actually. Put more points into the Sigil. But we'll continue to make our way through obviously the act. Oh, there is another devotion shrine up here,
Not ready.
which is always good. I'll let my minions attack all those. Let's start this. Starting those would just spawn a load of mobs. I think there's a couple waves of mobs that come out as well. So you'll just want to obviously kill them all. I think the last one will have some actual enemies, some bosses. Or not, okay. So we've got one more devotion point. We'll have a look at those later. So I can now put another devotion point down. Perfect. So we want to make our way up this crooked hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more levels. Not really sure what we're looking for in this cave, but we're just killing everything. Put one enfeeblement up there. Summon more skeletons. So these, all of these classes have like a comparison on from Titan Quest. I'm just wondering what the comparison is with the occultist, because it's quite a fun class. I might try it on Titan Quest. Right, let's grab that extra food.
Can't do that yet.
I can't do that yet. Thank you very much for telling me you can't do something. And looks like this is just one of the ways out. It's fine. Okay, drain essence doesn't do very much. That's fine. I think it's the illusion of it doing something is what is making it pretty cool. Right. In the middle of a load of enemies. That's fine. Drop as many of these sigils down as possible. Try and drain as much HP. And there is a level up. Thank you very much, game. Let's put a skill point back into this one. Want to make the radius as large as possible. Let's go to Necromancer. Let's get a Spiritual Binding. Ooh, that could be good. However, is this only affects my default weapon? Oh, attack damage is converted to health. That could be useful. 7% attack damage is converted to health, so that doesn't change. Adds a bit more Aether damage. I don't think we want to put any points into that for the time being. What are these? Brimstone Claws. That makes their claws stronger. Let's make this... increase this again. And put... I think we might want to make our doggo slightly stronger. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. The music's just suddenly picked up, which is pretty epic, but I'm not really sure why. We have got a load of quests to do here, but I'm in no rush to do them all. Let's just keep trying to make everyone as weak as possible, so my troops can do some damage. Who's this guy? Random Archer that's following me. No idea who this Random Archer is. Definitely want our Hellhound out. Okay, there's another waypoint there. It's always good to grab. Let's see if I can activate it. Okay, I don't need to do anything to unlock this one. That's fine. We're going to keep continuing to go forward. Looks like there's some carnage here. That's fine. Yeah, I've just got a random archer following me around. There are a load of side quests you can do in this region. I've done them on a previous character, my last character before he died. So I will be going back to do them in my own spare time, but I'm just trying to catch up to where my warden perished. So my warden perished at about level 19, so I know that I can get to level 19, and then I'll start replaying the actual game, doing the slow time again. So you definitely want to take out these little whatever these are, these spawning points. They're quite fun to just camp, give us a lot of experience. In the little cave here. So I think we'll probably, this episode, I think we want to get to probably the outskirts of Burwich. That's probably the priority for this one. Then the next episode we'll just then obviously go into Burwich itself. And then that will catch us up with where we got to in the series. I do like to clear out all these caves as well, because they do give us, there is a chance of them having a devotion shrine in them. And devotion shrines are what we kind of want to make us slightly stronger, make our pets stronger as well. Once again, I still don't know who this archer is that's following me. I'm not complaining, I just want to know who he is and why he's following me. Because he's definitely undead. So, unless he's one of these, I think he's one of the skeleton trio. I thought all the skeleton trio were all going to be actual skeleton warriors. I'm not complaining about that. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that I've got a archer then. Yeah, he's definitely an undead boy. So I should really read his skills. It doesn't actually say. That's fine. Let's continue making our way through this cave then. And it looks like there's at least food up there. Food is always normally a good sign that there's something up there. You can see how much damage my sigils are doing now as well, which is quite impressive.
That skill's not ready.
Skill's not ready. Yeah, thanks for telling me that. Okay, there is a mini boss here. Let's try and aggro everyone. Okay, let's try and aggro her over here.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, she's slowly going down. Just gonna keep an eye on all my skeletons as well. And my Hellhound's about to drop.
I can't do that yet.
Hellhound's down. It's fine. Okay, that time I've got 2 archers rather than 2 skeletons, which is fine. Because I think I'd prefer to have more archers. Okay, everyone's still alive. I'm taking a bit of a beating here, but that's fine.
That skill's not ready.
I do have a lot of health regeneration, so I should be able to tank most of his damage. 4, he's almost down. 2, 1, awesome. Got a blueprint here. Obviously, I learned how to do some crafting later on. Oh, what's this? Okay, I lose my damage to pets, so I'm not going to go for that. That's fine. It gives me a little bit of a story of how blueprints work. That's fine. And more bits. Nice. Okay, let's make our way to the top of this map. Hopefully we can make our way out of here. I'm going to drink some coffee as we make our way. There we go. So all these quests are definitely worth doing. You do have reputation in this game. Like I vaguely mentioned last episode, reputation is on J. So I'm hostile to beasts. When I get past this next point, more enemies will start spawning. But I can become friends with all these. When you become friends, you unlock shops. You unlock like different... I think the main thing you unlock is shops. Like, each faction can give you different things. So this Devil's Crossing, when I get to here, I get new dungeons, quests. Dungeons, I like the sound of dungeons. So definitely want to farm as much experience out of those as possible. Yeah, because dungeons sound awesome. No idea what they actually entail. Looks like there is another cave or something. Okay, that's where we came from. Ignore me.
Can't do that yet.
Yes, I think we're definitely going to put a point each time we level on this sigil of consumption. Very good. So here we go. Here's the outskirts. There we go. We can repair the bridge to make this easier, or we can go into the cave. What do we need to repair the bridge? 3 scrap. What are we missing for this? We're missing the scrap. Okay. So you can repair this bridge, and you just spawn over there. You walk straight across. Or you can go for the tunnel. We're going to go for the tunnel. Because we have to. Unless we want to do some farming. So it kind of rewards you. If you do a load of exploration, loads of farming, you can skip some of this. Or, like what I'm having to do here, if you don't have the resources and you've decided to spend your resources on something else, or you just haven't done enough farming, you can just come back. You can make your way around by doing this. This will give you more experience, and there is kind of like a mini boss at the very end of this cave as well. You see, there's all these little places shut off, and there is something over here. There's later on you can break like a wall down if you get some dynamite. I think you get dynamite towards the end of this area. I think you get dynamite. If I look up here in this hallowed mill, I think it gives you dynamite. You can use it to blow passages, blow your way through passages.
That skill's not ready.
And let's continue to make our way up here. I'll show you. I think this is rock here. No, it's not this rock here. There is a rock around here which you can use dynamite on. Could very well be the rock that's on the top right. You should see a blue dot on the minimap. You have to be a bit careful because these are on level, if not slightly higher level than me. There was a level 15 that just attacked me then. There you go. This is where you can use your dynamite to break through that gap. I think stuff like that just rewards you with exploration. I don't know what's through there because I've never got the dynamite before, so I'm sure we'll find out in the future. And then there's another rock there. I don't think you can destroy that rock. I think we have to go up and round. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more exploration after this video. So we'll get through this cave, then there's probably going to be the end of this video, I think. This, and that's not much better. Let's put a point into spirit. Because we have missed a lot of areas to the south that we've just skirted over. Right, let's do this. Drop another sigil of corruption. Or consumption. There we go. There's another savage totem just here. This is going to spawn a load of mobs. I'm going to try and take as many of these out first. There we go. There we go. All the mobs just spawned. You should be able to tank this for a couple seconds. There we go. Drink a quick potion.
We can't do that yet.
We've got a lot of debuffs on us. But it's fine. We have a lot of mitigation. A lot of health regeneration, to be honest. down he goes. That leveled me up as well. And looks like we've got a fair few blues here. Let's have a look at all these blues. First things first, we did get a blueprint. Is this any good? I lose out on some health regeneration. It's probably not the best. I gain health regeneration, but I lose damage to pets. Devil's Mark. Nope. Although I get +4 to summon Hellhound. But I lose out on a lot of stuff there. There you go, and that's not any better. That's not any better. Okay, so we've got a load of items there, but they're all a bit rubbish for what we're going for. We did level up though. So, like I said, another point into here. And I think we want to get some more skeletons. And shall we start putting points into... That'd be good to have more HP. And yeah, we will get to this one. So it gives us, we reserve some energy, but we have more A for damage, more health and more offensive ability. So that makes our drain essence slightly stronger. And our skeleton boys have disappeared. Let's get them back again.
That skill's not
I think
ready.
I remember leveling up like a couple times in here when I did this before. So it wouldn't surprise me if because this is quite a big cave. Wouldn't surprise me if I level up again. Let's drain all of their essence. Yum 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 yum. That's the noise of me draining essence, by the way. Sounds like me eating them. It's pretty much me eating them.
That skill's
And
not ready.
down he goes. So there were some mobs down here. Let's try and take out as many as possible. These rifts spawn. So these count as F-rules. When I first saw the faction mechanic, I was like, oh, I might be able to be friends with all these enemies I'm fighting. No, I completely misread the faction mechanic when I first saw it. I cannot be friends with all these enemies. That will make the game a little bit boring if everyone was my friend. Go. Don't know why I'm essence draining. It doesn't really do very much. I think it's the fort that counts, right? Right, let's grab this mace. Ooh, a tome. We've got a few items here. Is tome any good? Damage to... That could be good. +3 to raise skeleton. Damage, HP, energy... Yeah, we go for that. And this gives me help. Okay. So let's put a point into... Let's bring my skeletons back up. Okay, for some reason I'm a lot stronger now. Right, let's start this. And let's just stand in the middle of the sigil. Perfect. We've got a bow action rifle and some shoulders. Awesome. Shoulders aren't very good. Bow action rifle is not very good. For us at least. I'm sure they're very good items, but they're not good for us. Okay, you can see on the minimap, that's the exit. And here it is. Like I said, there is a boss in here. He's not the strongest. He's not the brightest either, because he's just walking around in circles. I know he's trying to get to me.
I can't do that yet.
And... Ouch, that was a fair bit of damage. Killed a skeleton, that's not ideal. Bring the skeletons back up. But he is dropping relatively quickly. Burb's almost down. That killed my burb. Let's bring the burb back up. And just like that, he is down. Got Blood Moon, don't know what that is. And a heart here. Blood, that's his heart, that's fine. Blood Moon, that's this over here. You heal on a critical strike, that's quite useful. This any good? This is also the other item we picked up. We lose damage to, we lose pet damage, which is not what we want. We want to buff the pets as much as possible. Stronger they are, stronger we are. And here we are. We're just going to make our way around to the waypoint. There's a little mini quest. There is a quest we can pick up here. There we go, reconnaissance report. Pick this up, gets a bit more experience. Not very much, but it's better than nothing.
Oh, hello, traveler.
So this guy tells us to find his boss and essentially get his hammer off him. We're going to head straight back down to Devil's Crossing, where we're going to sell everything in our inventory. We have no quest to hand in by looking at our items. So we'll just sell everything and we'll end today's episode. Just sell everything. I had a look at most of these items, nothing of use. So if you've made it this far, thank you much for watching as per usual. We've got a couple of links in the description down below if you want to have a look at those. So the first link is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel, which is called One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about some fantasy lore. If you like some Lord of the Rings, some Game of Thrones, that type of stuff, she will likely cover it.
Put it to good use.
And then we've also got a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about Warhammer, the tabletop. So we've got some Age of Sigmar, we've got some 40k, we're just collecting, painting, and soon we're going to be battling. We've also done some tutorials of how to make some scenery and terrain, which is pretty cool. And finally got a Discord channel, community Discord down below. If you want to join the community, you're more than welcome to join. So we continue to play through as our cannibalist, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day everyone, and peace out.